Hi guys! Welcome to Law Diaries Lex Comentarios. So for today's video, we are going to talk about Article 30 of the RPC. So basically guys, Article 30 is under Chapter 3 of the RPC, Section 2.
So ano ba yung nandito sa Section 2?
Section 2 talks about effect of the penalties according to their respective nature.
So basically guys, from Article 30 to Article 35, it talks about the effects of the penalty. So ano ba yung mga epekto ng penalty na to, ng certain penalty na to kapag nirender ito ng court or kapag ipinataw ito ng court sa isang accused or isang offender?
So now, let us read first the provision of Article 30. Article 30. Effect of the penalties of perpetual or temporary absolute disqualification. The penalties of perpetual or temporary absolute disqualification for public office shall produce the following effect. Number 1, the deprivation of the public offices and employments which the offender may have held, even if conferred by popular election. Number 2, the deprivation of the right to vote in any election for any popular elective office or to be elected to such office. Number 3, the disqualification for the offices or public employments and for the exercise of any of the rights mentioned. In case of temporary disqualification, such disqualification as is comprised in paragraph 2 and 3 of this article shall last during the term of the sentence. Number 4, the loss of all rights to retirement pay or other pension for any office formerly held. So, ito lahat yung provisions or ito lahat yung effect kapag ipinataw sa'yo ng court yung penalty ng perpetual or temporary absolute disqualification. Again guys, Article 30 talks about the effect sa penalties ng perpetual or temporary absolute disqualification.
So isa-isahin muna natin kung ano ba yung mga penalties na ito guys.
So sa first paragraph, sabi dito, the deprivation of the public offices and employments which the offender may have held even if conferred by popular election. So meaning guys, kapag pinataw sa inyo itong perpetual or temporary absolute disqualification,
yung offender guys is hindi na siya maaaring bumalik pa sa kanyang public office or employments or kapag nagtatrabaho siya sa isang public office or kung ano man yung tinatrabaho niya, yung mga ganun-ganun. So madi-deprive na siya sa pagpapatuloy ng kanyang mga ginagawa sa kanyang trabaho or public office. Ganun. Intindihan niyo ba?
even if conferred by popular election.
So, even though na yung public office or position niya is nakuha niya yun through votes, ganun-ganun, sa mga people of the world, hindi yun nagiging bar para hindi siya ma-disqualify or I mean, hindi yun naging bar para hindi siya mapatigil or mapadeprive sa kanyang mga ginagawa sa kanyang public office or any employment to which certain offender belongs. Ganun yun.
Now, let's go to the second paragraph, which talks about the deprivation of the right to vote in any election for any popular elective office or to be elected to such office. So dito guys, kapag napatawan ka ng penalty ng perpetual or temporary absolute disqualification, madi-disqualified ka ng mag-vote guys, or you will be deprived your right to vote and to be voted. So, ito yung nasa paragraph 2. Now, pumunta naman tayo sa paragraph 3. The disqualification for the offices or public employments and for the exercise of any rights mentioned.
So, madi-disqualify ka na rin guys sa mga offices mo or any public employments as well as the rights na nag-confer doon sa employments mo. Ganun yun.
The next paragraph, guys, is in case of temporary disqualification, such disqualification as is comprised in paragraph 2 and 3 of this article shall last during the term of the sentence. So, yung penalty na to, guys, is matatapos siya until the duration sa sentence na binigay sa inyo sa court or na binigay ng court sa isang offender or accused. Yun yun. And then sa last paragraph is that the loss of all rights to retirement pay or other pension for any office formerly held.
So, di ba nakakatakot? Kasi yung retirement pay mo dahil at pati yung pension conviction mo. Oh my gosh, you will lose your rights for that.
After the conviction becomes final and executory, the accessory penalties of perpetual or temporary absolute disqualification will attach. Specifically, the offender will be deprived of the right to hold public office, whether elective or appointive, which the convict held prior to his conviction, the right to vote and be voted upon in a popular election, and the disqualification to be employed in any public office. This deprivation will last perpetually if not pardoned in case of perpetual absolute disqualification, or during the term of sentence if it is only a temporary absolute disqualification. So by the way, ano ba yung kaibahan ng temporary at perpetual? So when we say temporary, guys, it has a duration. So meaning hindi permanent or temporary lang siya, ganon.
May duration na fixed na kapag umabot ka na sa ganitong date or whatever, so matitigil na yung penalty na nakataw sa'yo. While perpetual, guys, on the other hand, is parang continuous siya. Hindi siya temporary. So parang continue lang siya, ganon.
The offender will likewise be deprived of his right to his retirement pay or other emoluments to which he may have earned from the public office which he formerly held. He may, however, be entitled to receive earned leave credits. So ito nga yun, guys, kapag napatawan ka ng ganitong penalty, pati yung retirement pay mo, guys, sa office na to is mawawala, including your pension. But you will be entitled to receive earned leave credits. So yun yun. Example nito, guys, is this situation. In 2008, Mayor X, who was bounded, was convicted by the Sandigan Bayan of the crime of homicide and was sentenced to suffer the penalty of 12 years and 1 day to 14 years, 8 months of reclusion temporal minimum period, which carries with it the accessory penalty of perpetual absolute disqualification. His ban, however, was still allowed. He appealed his conviction to the Supreme Court, pending appeal. So the question here is that, should he be deprived of his office as mayor? The answer for this one, guys, is no, because the judgment is not yet final and executory. Next question is, can he run again for mayor during the 2010 election? The answer for this, guys, is again yes, because the deprivation of his right to hold public office, to vote and be voted upon will attach only if his judgment of conviction becomes final and executory.
Again, guys, bago to ma-implement itong penalty na to, guys, dapat yung decision ng Supreme Court or yung decision ng court na pinataw sa isang accused or offender is maging final na and executory. So kapag hindi pa siya final and executory, hindi siya ma-implement.
So another illustration is that, what if yung pinakauna nating illustration, guys, the judgment against Mayor X is already final and executory? Number 1, should he be removed from his office? And for this situation, guys, the answer will be yes. He can now be legally removed from public office since the finality of the judgment of conviction carries with it his perpetual absolute disqualification, one of the effects of which is the deprivation of his public office, even if the same was conferred by popular election. Another question is that, can he run for public office? The answer for this now is no, because he suffers from perpetual absolute disqualification, one of the effects of which is his disqualification to exercise his right of suffrage or right to vote, ganon. I think this ends my video, guys. By the way, I used the book of Judge Abudiente for this video. Only the book of Judge Abudiente. I did not use the book of Reyes, guys, because he just summarized the provision of Article 30 to Article 35.
But we will make a video for that, like a summarize of Article 30 to 35 using the book of Reyes.
So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you learned something in this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!